You know what's wild? The fact that we have access to so many people every single day and yet we still feel alone. There's so many people in the world who within one click of a button we can have as a friend. There's so many ways that we can express ourselves and put ourselves out there and to have a voice, and yet still we feel unheard. We can post pictures all over Instagram and Facebook. We can make videos on YouTube and still feel as if we're not seen, as if nobody really notices us. We're afraid to connect but crave the connection. We reach out our hands just to pull away in fear. We're so afraid of rejection because of perfection. Because we've put perfection on this pedestal that cannot be reached. And yet we tell ourselves the lie that as long as we continue to try, one day we will get to where we need to be. Opportunities come and go, and we watch them as they float by in a sea of fear. And we have no idea why. We have no idea why one day we woke up and decided that trying was going to be too hard, and that the emotions that come with failure were going to be too much to bear. We woke up one day and told ourselves that we were not enough, that our message to others wasn't worth a share. And then one day we woke up and we looked ourselves into the mirror and we told ourselves that it doesn't matter if we're here. It doesn't matter if we're on this earth, because if we were or if we weren't, nobody would even notice. There's people all around us who are struggling and crying out and just hoping that somebody would listen. And it breaks my heart because that's what we all crave, and yet none of us can even give that back. You know how you feel on your worst days. You know that if somebody would just reach out to you and show you that they genuinely care, that it would make a difference. And you know that you can make that same difference in somebody else's life, and yet you don't even try. I don't even try. None of us do. I guess the point that I'm trying to make is the next time you feel compelled to reach out, do it. Don't stop yourself. Please. For your sake, for other people's sake, the more you reach out, the more you will build your tribe. And that's what we need in this world. We need more people to come together and to unite and to have a mission in mind. The ability to make a difference first starts with a willingness. And we all have it deep inside if we would just reach for it. But it seems to me like this nation has just given up. We've given up. We look around and all we ever see is destruction, and we want nothing to do with it. Most of us don't even want to be here. And it hurts. It hurts my spirit because life really is beautiful. You are beautiful. And you have so much more potential than you could ever even imagine, because you don't see yourself the way that other people see you. When you look at yourself, you know exactly all the times that you failed. You know your worst days and you know your best days. You know what you do when nobody else is watching. And you allow yourself to believe the lie that that is who you are all the time, but it's not. because you make impacts in people's lives when you don't even realize it. The ripple effect of kindness is something that we don't always see. But man, do I want to swim in it. I want to swim in the waters of kindness and love. And when I see someone drowning, I want to reach out my hand and say, let me help you. And let's swim together. I'll help you get to shore. And we can work as a team. When I start to sink, you can pull me up. And when you start to sink, I will be there to support you. That's the only way in life we're going to get anywhere. We have to stop giving up on, or we have to stop believing the notion that in order to be successful, we have to fend for ourselves and to go it alone, because that is not true. That is just a cop-out for the fact that nobody knows what teamwork looks like anymore, because everybody's so busy competing that they have no idea what it means to work together and to use weaknesses and strengths as a core foundation for how you're going to be successful. When you see that somebody has a strength that's higher and stronger than yours in a certain area, and where you have a weakness in that area, you can use that to your advantage and to their advantage. If you come together, then your weaknesses become strengths, and your strengths just get stronger. So stop giving up. Stop telling yourself that you're not going to go far. Stop looking at your dreams as if they're out of reach, because they're not. It's just going to take a hell of a lot of work. And you have to be willing to put that work in. Don't you see? You are meant to be so much more than what you are right now. And you're not happy because you know that. You know that you're not where you want to be. You know you have more potential than what you give yourself credit for. And you post on the media perhaps all the time, I know a lot of you do, that you are never going to amount to anything, that you're not enough, especially with Valentine's Day around the corner. Everybody's getting all sad and saying, oh, I wish I had a Valentine. Oh, of course I'm not going to have a Valentine. Oh, my boyfriend hasn't asked me to be his Valentine yet. Just stop doing that. Stop constantly putting yourself down and showing people your vulnerability. In that way, at least. Because that's toxic. I don't know if you realize it, but that's toxic. And that's not going to get you anywhere in life. That's going to make you look weaker than what you actually are. And that's why I have a problem with it. Because you say, oh, I'm not enough for anybody. Nobody's ever going to want me. But you know that that's a lie. Because you have those good days where you look at yourself in the mirror and you say, wow, this is really special about me. And if you don't have those days, well, I suggest that you look harder. Because there's too much beauty in each and every one of us for us to not see any of it. I don't know, guys. That's I guess all I wanted to say. I feel like this is so important, and I wish that more people would talk about it. We talk so much about all the negative things. And we ponder on all of our weaknesses that we never make any room for our strengths. And I want to help with that. In one way or another, I want to help people to realize that they're more than what they think. And I want to help people get through trauma and to believe in themselves. So if you're interested in that, then stick around, because there's a lot more of this to come for sure. Have a great day.